My mother always made our birthday cakes while growing up. So following in her footsteps, I've managed to keep this tradition alive. My son Hari loves chocolate cakes at times, and at times he likes vanilla cake. So keeping the likes and dislikes of children in mind, I'm going to be making some vanilla cupcakes with chocolate buttercream icing. To begin with, I'm going to line my tin with some cupcake liners. Now I'm going to get started with my dry ingredients. I have about 170 grams, which is about 1/4 cup of plain flour or maida. And then I have about 65 grams, which is 1/4 cup plus 2 tablespoons of corn flour or corn starch, a teaspoon of baking powder, half a teaspoon of baking soda. Lyko Bars, a culinary expert, says while baking, follow directions, and while cooking, go by your own taste. It's very important to measure your ingredients accurately to get the exact results when you bake. Now on with the wet ingredients. Into this bowl, I'm going to add 250 ml, which is about a cup of milk. And over this, I'm going to add a tablespoon of vinegar. Now I'm going to allow this to rest for about 5 minutes. What the vinegar does is it makes the milk sour, and when combined with the raising agents like the baking powder and the baking soda, give us a very soft and fluffy cake. It's been about 5 minutes, and into this I'm going to put in 220 grams, 1 cup of granulated sugar, half a cup of rice bran oil. You could use any neutral flavored vegetable oil for eggless baking. Now into this, I'm also going to put in 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract. You might have noticed that there is no butter in here, there are no eggs, but trust me, this recipe has given me one of the best cakes I have ever made. Now I'm going to beat this for about 4 to 5 minutes until the sugar crystals dissolve into the milk. This looks done. Let's sieve all the dry ingredients together. Now we are going to get the wet ingredients and dry ingredients together. Into this, I'm going to add in 2 tablespoons of hot water. It's important not to overmix this batter, and the ingredients have to be just blended in together. Now I'm going to drop this batter into my cupcake liners. This batter should give you about 48 mini cupcakes or more, depending on the size of the cupcake liners used. I have my oven heating at about 175 degrees centigrade, and I'm going to put this tray in and bake these for about 10 minutes. The cupcakes are out of the oven now, and the best way to check if they are done is by inserting a toothpick or a skewer into it. And if the batter doesn't stick to the skewer, it is done. And while the cupcakes are cooling down, I'm going to prepare my icing. I'm going to put in 100 grams, which is about half a cup of softened butter. It's important to have the butter at room temperature to get a soft and creamy consistency. 1.5 cups of icing sugar, also known as confectioner's sugar, 30 grams, about 1/4 cup of cocoa powder, a teaspoon of vanilla extract, 2 tablespoons cream. You could also use milk if you don't want to use the cream. Now I'm going to mix all this together. And now I'm going to ice my cupcakes with my chocolate buttercream icing. Now I'm going to sprinkle these cupcakes with some beautiful cake sprinklers. And these cupcakes look all set for a lovely birthday party. But since there is no birthday today, I have invited some of my son's friends to enjoy these cupcakes. Let's call all the kids now. Hari, Dhwani. Come on, dig in, take whatever cupcakes you want.
Yep.
Come on, eat them.
I'll tell you, I can have one.
These kids have enjoyed these cupcakes and I hope you enjoy them as well.